It is odd how the game can bring a feeling of uneasiness and leave a striking impression after playing it. Both music and atmosphere is a powerful tool to make you feel engrossed into what is shown through the screen. At times, it makes you take a moment to unravel its contents, whether it's by taking a look at the scenery, viewing the aftermath of your actions, or simply looking straight down. Welcome back everyone to another obscure video game that is beyond unusual. A game that feels like a fever dream while containing some shocking content is up in the alley of being horrifying and oddly captivating. In this video, we are going to take a look into a retro-inspired FPS game by the name of Beyond Citadel, developed by a single Japanese person named Mori. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly. If so, I'm sorry for the mispronunciation. With that said, before we dive into the game, I would like to say that this game isn't a Goro or a Rona game, as Kuramori exclaims such a statement during an interview on Niche Gamer. Kuramori is not a Goro artist and shows his passion by creating works that engage with dark themes and oppressive feelings. Beyond Citadel takes inspiration from the boomer shooter genre and gives it its own twist by incorporating a modern take while having Japanese influence. These Japanese influences being the anime style aesthetic and Evangelion-like setting it presents to the game. What makes Beyond Citadel so intriguing is its ambiguity and mystery, as it adds on to the already dark eerie world of Beyond Citadel. A lot of the world is left vague, and it is done deliberately in order to contain the feeling of the unknown. It is apparent that there are many assets in the game that activates the stimuli. And no, I am not talking about the gory and gruesome actions that occur within the game, but something in particular, specifically two things. There's no denying that the purple hair protagonist is somewhat of a poster girl and serves as a way to send electrical signals throughout elite gamers' bodies. I won't lie that I did some testing on how tactically efficient the mechanics can get in a game, and let's just say it's tightly grounded. Furthermore, the player can choose between 3 different types of body armor as you progress through the game, each giving a new look for our purple hair protagonist. Armor protection bonuses are applied except for one particular armor piece. No bonus protection is given through this formal piece of attire. Instead, you gain the ability to complete the game with one hand. Joking aside, the reason why such a getup exists is because it is a nod to other characters such as Taarna from Heavy Metal and Aeon from Aeon Flux. An art gallery feature is incorporated into the game that serves as a collection piece which also holds various exposing images of our protagonist that would certainly make you turn slowly to see whether anyone is in a room with you. Some of the art, however, is quite good, my favorite being those with a black and white color schemes. Beyond Citadel might get its attention through its erotic gameplay, but don't let that distract you from its great qualities of being a great FPS game. Despite its lewd content, Beyond Citadel brings in a perfectly crafted boomer shooter onto the internet that allows players to use an array of weapons and gadgets that exceeds fluidity in weapon handling. Beyond Citadel is more than just a shooter, it's a story told through atmosphere, symbolism, and questions of identity. It is through this game that you will see how terrifying good it is, and what makes it so hauntingly strange. Although the mention of gore was skimmed past earlier in the video, one can't simply ignore the brutality and heart-wrenching screams of the living beings that you gun down. The detail and imagery of the instances where you fight against your enemies is beyond grotesque. The amount of violence depicted is immense, as enemies explode into pieces, organs spill out of the body, and dying slowly can be captured as you walk by defeated enemies. You can even hear their last breaths as they meet their end, while being covered with blood and their flesh splattered all over the floor. Gore is an element that enhances the overall tone of the game, even more so when our protagonist falls to her demise. The death scenes are unsurprisingly ruthless, which blends along with this carnage that is displayed in the world of Beyond Citadel. The lore of Beyond Citadel begins in the first game, the Citadel, where the setting takes place in a distant future. The Earth has stopped moving, which has created a harsh environment for humans. Humanity is trapped in an internal dusk. If they move to the dayland, they will be burnt to death. If they move to nightland, they will freeze to death. Humans are described as weak and can't live by themselves. A reference to the book Time Machine is referenced when assessing the form of humans in the Citadel world. Eloise is the given name that is connected with the humans, as they lost most of the gender differences between male and female. Gender differences are still present, however, there isn't a good way of finding out until revealing their reproductive organs. Humans have decided to mechanize their bodies given by angels. These angels came from the depths of the earth and found humanity on the verge of extinction. They made it their goal to save humanity, but feared that their appearance would scare humans. Therefore, they mutilated their horns, tails, and limbs by their own hands and grafted mechanical limbs and fake wings to their body to pretend that they were angels. In the world of the Citadel, God and the real angels have already abandoned humanity, a fact kept from the humans by the fake angels to spread the lie that humanity isn't forsaken. These fake angels decided to build their own God, which backfired as the beings started taking control of humans, and fake angels drew cybernetics, a piece of hardware that mechanizes the body. Humans and fake angels have gone insane, and the only hope left for humanity is an ancient relic who was created by the angels. This ancient relic being the protagonist, also known as the martyr. The martyr can live without cybernetics, and it can be kept frozen for centuries. The Citadel is where the journey of the martyr begins, as she is tasked to free the 7 guardian angels and ultimately reach and destroy the sleeping god with an explosive device. The unborn god created by the fake angels has been dealt with, and in doing so, the martyr was caught in an explosion as well. The sequel, Beyond Citadel, continues the story as we are introduced to the martyr again, implying that she somehow survives the explosion. The trumpeters of the apocalypse are now in control and have the Citadel overrun. There are 7 trumpeters that serves as bosses, and each time the martyr defeats one, she undergoes a rebirth, which begs the question whether she's an individual or part of a chain of clones. The story of Beyond Citadel is bleak. It is sci-fi horror to its core, a world where flesh, machine, human enslavement, angels, demons, and darkness blur. The setting works so well in creating a dark cryptid future, which shows its colors through the hues of gray, blue, and red. What makes Beyond Citadel so compelling is through its themes. It is not grim for the sake of shock. It communicates sacrifice, suffering, rebirth, and guilt. The empty voids and dense building structures keeps the eyes unsettled while having grotesque violence and erotic imagery alongside it. The story of Beyond Citadel isn't told directly. You have to experience a cyber dystopia for yourself in order to piece together what's left for the forsaken world of Beyond Citadel. Welcome to the end of the video. I would love to say that I would like to continue putting out videos, but that hasn't been something that I've been doing. It is October, so I really do want to create more for spooky season. So there's that. Since I haven't been uploading recently, I think it's fair to give insight to the next video. I want to cover Keel's adventure, so look forward to that. I appreciate every single comment that people make down in the comment section below. It's always fun to read over them, and it's cool to see active listeners or viewers, so I'm always happy to see that. So once again, thanks for your support, and hopefully here's 2 more. Thanks for the support, and continue to spread the love. See you guys on the next video.